Hello there, fellow captains. This is Connor, and I thought it was time we had a bit more fractured space in our lives. Only this is the AA version of fractured space. Not myself, although I am as good as an AA player, or sorry, as bad. But before we get into that, I would like to just make a request of each and every one of you, if possible. I have a Patreon page set up. The link is now on screen, as well as in the description below. And any and all support I can get, from as little as $1 per month from one of you, a few of you, will be a massive help. Currently, I am in a bit of a financial bind, not to do with any mistakes I've made really, apart from just I have some health issues. They're causing me to have issues with finding a job that I'm actually health-wise able to do to a consistent and good enough standard. So yeah, it would be great. I mean, if 50 of you pledge $1 a month, that would be amazing. There are going to be benefits for it. You can see them on the page at the moment. If you click the link in the description, they're going to improve also. I'm just trying to think of what to do. But one thing I have been looking into, which is related to the channel very heavily actually, if I could get it done, is depending on how much, of course, is pledged and I get from Patreon per month. I'm looking into a current artist over in Sketchfab that does some amazing art, and I would like to commission some work from him. I want to start doing lore videos on Fractured Space, on Dreadnought, on various different things that I'm interested in regards to sci-fi and ships, but it costs money. And if any of you have ever commissioned an artist to do something, or if you yourself are an artist, you know how expensive it is. But anyway, screw that nonsense. Let's get straight back into Fractured Space. I'm in the Titan Interceptor. Now that's one thing I wanted to bring up actually. Titan Defense Systems. Now a lot of you are actually here for Dreadnought, and I would like to bring something up to you that it's very close to my heart. Very, very close to my heart personally. Jupiter Arms. All hail Jupiter Arms. But before Jupiter Arms, I had another favourite. In fact, it still is my favourite, although I don't have the pleasure of taking command of its ships all that often. And that is Titan Defense Systems. Now, Titan Defense Systems are one of the manufacturers or factions in Fractured Space. The Interceptor that I'm currently commanding here is one of their destroyers, and it's fucking unbelievably awesome. Look at this thing. What is that quote from Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Al Ben as he was known in the original? A more elegant weapon for a more civilized time. Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say that this is for a more civilized time. It's designed for war, and war is anything but civilized. But just look at this thing. Now, one thing you might not be able to notice is on the port side of the ship. Port's left, isn't it? Port is the left of the ship, I think. But on the forefront of the ship, on port side on the left, I'll just say left for Christ's sake, there's this railgun. Now you can't see it because wherever I aim, it aims, and it kind of is wonky and getting a good angle of it while I'm flying forward. But look at that thing, you can kind of see it now. That thing is ridiculously awesome. And I can use it. It's called the Gauss, or the Gauss driver. Gauss? Gauss? I'll say Gauss. But it's ridiculously cool. Everything about this game is just cool, aesthetically, and when it comes to sound design as well. And we'll get into that in a later minute into the video. But we're trying to take over Gamma. Now the way this game works is that you can see on the left and right hand sides of the upper right corner of the screen, there's a map, or a kind of map. We have Beta, Alpha, and Gamma in the middle, and at the bottom are your home bases at the bottom, enemy bases at the top, basically. Now what it is like is kind of Dota. In fact, it's very, very much like Dota. There are lanes, you capture mining facilities in each lane. They allow you to get XP, which levels you up, and your team, you all level up at the same time. And then you can allocate points into defense, offense, or utility. Now, of course, because I'm playing in an attack ship, it's offense for me. But we're about to wreck Motto here. Look at that. The Gauss weapon just absolutely destroyed him. I don't remember the soundtrack of this game being so fucking badass, but it is damn good. Okay, let's go over to this enemy destroyer and destroy him. And we captured Gamma. Get in. And we're level 5. Sweet. Okay. Now, one thing you'll notice, and this is an audio cue, this game, Edgecase did an amazing job with this game and its audio. I mean, visually it's amazing as well. Everything about this game I love to pieces. This is a game that honestly is perfect for me. It's as if it was designed for me personally, and sadly the community is non-existent. If you have purchased any version of the game, like the starter pack, any of the packs really, or if you purchased it before it went free to play, I believe you can still access it in your Steam library, download and play. But if you only ever played free to play, you didn't spend any money on the packs or stuff like that, I don't think you can play it. There might be a link out there. I had various different reports on that, so I'm not sure. But it's the love of my life. It really is. Okay, we've leveled up. We've got a hull repaired there at our forward operating station. Now let's hit that fella with the old Mac gun. I'm just going to call it the Mac gun actually, because that's pretty much what it is. It's like the Mac drivers out of Halo. Enemy Reaper has put up his side shields. Now the Reaper enemy ship there is also a Titan defense system ship. It's actually pretty damn good. All the Titan ships for the most part are very good. They all look awesome, and they all perform very well. But it's kind of true for all the ships in this game. This is a very well ironed ship. Well, it is, but this is a very well designed and balanced game. I've never really had any technical issues with the game itself, apart from some server issues earlier in the lifespan of the game. But that was to do with servers. Look at that explosion. I'm actually getting a little bit distracted here. I just want to stare at what's going on screen, because everything is so good. It's the sexiest game ever made, in my opinion. Need to put that in there, you see, otherwise some people will say, well, actually, Connor, I would say Elite Dangerous is a more visually interesting game. You might be right, but look at them thrusters. Is that not gorgeous? Look, watch. Nothing. Oh, you little dirty git, pushed me away. But this game has one thing that I love when they're implemented, and it's small details. If you look at my thrusters whenever I ignite them, look, they start off as a small flame, and then they reach full burn. And the sound effects with the ship change, even though I'm using the mouse and keyboard, and there's no vibration setting for either peripheral, I can feel a vibration. Oh shit, okay, that's not good. Okay, reverse. Come on, Connor. Yeah, let's jump back to Alpha. Repair and move forward. But look at the effects of the thrusters, man, are awesome. I would change the colour personally, but apart from that, it's fine. And one thing as well with the sound design is, whenever you actually get a full burn with your thrusters, you can kind of hear it reverberate throughout the ship. It's so good. What's the word? What's that word that people use that I really can't stand, but it's very appropriate for this analogy? Gushing. That's a disgusting word, and I don't care what anybody says, but it's relevant. So let's push forward here down the Alpha lane. Any enemy contacts? I don't think so. No. Is that 4 or 5 enemies in beta? 1, 2, 3, 5. So we have Alpha all for ourselves. So let's push forward here and capture this lane. Or I think we're actually going to have to go to Gamma. Yeah, let's go to Gamma here. Help whatever ally it is that's currently being engaged by an enemy ship. So there are quite a few of you that have never really watched any of the Fractured content on my channel, but it's the game where I really got interested in YouTube and uploading videos. And it's the game, this is also the game that got me into Dreadnought. I enjoyed this game so much that I started looking for similar games, and there were none apart from Dreadnought. And at that point, I had only seen trailers of Dreadnought. It hadn't been released yet. There was a closed alpha or beta that you had to buy your way into with one of the founder packs, which, money well spent. But this, I'm not saying Dreadnought's a bad game. Dreadnought is by no means a bad game. But you can tell where the publisher's minds were when it came to Dreadnought. They wanted a game like World of Tanks that was free to play but could also make them a lot of money. Edge Case was published and developed by the same little indie team. Edge Case, Fractured Space, Edge Case. I get those confused sometimes. But yeah, so they knew what they wanted to do from the get-go. Later on, the game did have a few issues with how it was monetized and how the progression was, but there was a massive outcry from the fans, the very vocal, very loyal community of fans, and they changed it. And I'm dead. Is that the first death so far? Might be, but screw that. Let's get straight back in here. This is, of course, pre-recorded. I'm doing that with all my videos for the most part now, unless it's a stream. Mainly because it allows me to talk. It allows me to think more, which is very difficult for me. Oh, look at the little fighter craft flying behind me. I have an escort of interceptors. Look at them. And by the way, those interceptors are not small by any means. They're massive ships. They're massive strike craft. Oh, okay, this isn't good. I've got 2 enemies. A destroyer, and what is that? What do you call the game, my friend? I don't know. It's one of the USR ships. Let's get out of his line of sight. Oh, Displacer. Yeah, the Displacer was one of the end of the road ships, one of the later ships in the game. It's really annoying. You'll notice it pushed me back quite a bit in this. Okay, let's get behind that defensive shield in our FOB. That's our forward operating base, by the way. Okay. Right, let's get that Gauss firing at that destroyer. Or is that the Colossus? No, it's a destroyer, isn't it? I can't tell. The Colossus on the destroyer. Yeah, it's the destroyer. They're very similar in silhouette, but there are differences. Let's get the Displacer down. Okay, the weapons are going to overheat, Connor. Stop firing. There we go. And we have nothing to fire at with at the moment. Otherwise, our cannons will overheat, which we don't want happening. And we can fire a little bit until we overheat. Another enemy out. Let's get the Superlifter. Superlifter is a support craft in Fractured Space, similar to a Tactical and Dreadnought. Okay, so I started charging up the Gauss driver there, and then realised that my mobility was hampered whenever I begin the charging of it, so I wasn't able to rotate fast enough to actually get the shot to fire at the enemy. One thing that would have been pretty cool with the Interceptor is if you were allowed to actually change which side of the ship the gun was placed on. It doesn't make a massive difference. I mean, yeah, on second thought, that's pretty pointless. But it would have been a nice little thing. As I said, Edge Case were on top of this game when it came to small details. Okay, let's get ourselves out of here. I mean, these ships do feel Colossus. They are colossal, isn't it? Yeah, colossal. I'm wondering why my allied bot over there is just forward thrusting into that station. And that's notorious with Fractured Space. The AI are horrendous. Like, really bad. In the middle of firefights, you could be just rammed by an allied AI ship, and artificial intelligence is too good for it. It's way too good for it. Okay, very limited intelligence. Okay, I think EAX-209. That's something else that Dreadnought doesn't really do well. I mean, this game doesn't do it. It's hard to say. I mean, if you look at the top left of the screen, now and again, depending on my actions in the game, I will have little audio prompts from my crew members, which of course you can change out. You can modify your crew, switch people out, and they will speak. They will comment on whatever's happened. Enemy captains will also rib you and slag you off whenever they kill you, which is a nice touch. But yeah, I had to go and ruin that. Coda is annoying. I don't like Coda at all. There was another guy. There's an officer in this game. I can't remember what his name is, but he was annoying too. So I tend not to have him in my crew at all. And there comes the enemy Reaper, right on top of us. Although we're burning him down quite quickly. Come on, fire missiles. There we go. Come on. Okay, that's way too close for point defense on our end. But he's down, and we have just a sliver of health left. If I was too close to his ship there, once the ship detonated and completely destructed, I would have, well, been destroyed. Right, let's pull back and get our ship repaired. And I might have a level up, do we? Yeah, upgrade pending. Get another point put into attack there. Sweet. Now that's one thing I do like about this game. When it comes to repairs, you visually see these little machines, droids or whatever, repairing your hull. It's the same with the support ships in this game. I believe the Protector has a green beam of bullshit. That's where it started hitting ships like that, and every ship in Dreadnoughts, every tactical has a beam of bullshit. But yeah, there's other ships in the game that actually just will order their drones to go to an allied ship and repair it, and you visually see the drones floating around the ship, going to different parts and repairing the ship. Let's destroy that mining freighter just while we're at it. Hinder the enemy's progress and leveling up. I mean, we're already level 9. You can see at the top, mid to left side of the screen, they're only level 7, so we've got the advantage here by quite a bit. Let's capture this point. In fact, no, let's not. 2 enemies just jumped in. Displacer and Destroyer. Let's get into their operating base here and capture it so we can jump directly to their main base. Come on. Halfway there, almost done. Okay, let's hope they don't focus on me. Because if I'm being fired at while I'm on route or in the middle of engaging a jump, you take more damage. So our objective here is just to take out these base turrets. They've already taken substantial damage. Let's finish them off. Look at those things, they look awesome. They're massive though. They kind of look like turbo laser towers, don't they? Oh well, you know what I mean, the turrets attached to the turbo laser towers in Star Wars. Let's get this last one. Pretty much all of the enemy team has returned to base to try and take me out. Come on, get that last turret. If we die having done something. And there's the enemy core. If we destroy that, we win the game. But we have 5 enemy ships on us. That wasn't going to happen. Yeah, let's skip that. There's a long respawn timer in this game. It's like 30 seconds or something. It's a very pretty game, isn't it? Look at this. The lighting effects, the particle effects, just the texture and model work. Okay, enemy destroyer, and there's something with him. What was that other ship? The displacer again. Okay, so the displacer and the destroyer are kind of working in tandem. That's not good. Although the displacer in this was kind of more of an asset to me and a help to me than he was a pain in the ass. He just keeps pushing me away, which is beneficial for me, just to keep at range. Although this isn't good here. I want to make sure I'm firing on the damaged hull of the destroyer, and I overheated again. Forgive me, this is the the second game I've had in quite a while on Dreadnought, so I'm still trying to Dreadnought. See, I play so much Dreadnought, I'm even confusing the names. But yeah, this is the second game I've had in quite a while on Fractured Space, and I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. It would be much more enjoyable if there were players. I mean, I've tried before to get a few more people playing this, but with the way it's been completely removed from the storefront on Steam, or just the store in general, it makes it very difficult for people who never bought into the game to actually play it, which I don't like. Let's have a look at these keys. I'm looking here to see if there's a way to remove the UI, because there is a lot to the interface here, the user interface. There's a lot going on, and it would be pretty cool if I could actually just remove the UI and take really cool screenshots. Maybe even make a wallpaper or two, because I genuinely do think this game looks pretty awesome. Each of the 3 factions in the game, the USR, which is the United Space Research, I believe, Zarek Industries, which is your socialist Russian themed faction, and Titan Defense Systems, which is your Asian themed techno faction. Okay, let's jump in, and Gamma's too late. No, the enemy have already captured it. Right, what can we do though? Oh, look at that. It's a really cool effect. That wave of energy that just erupted from the station. Oh shit, okay, so they're heading to our base. Because they captured Gamma, it allows them to directly jump to our base at this late into the game. But what I need to do is capture our forward operating base and make sure that if they die and respawn, they can't jump directly back to it. Okay, come on. Yeah, let's go to our home base and clear out those two. One enemy ship, actually. The bots are doing something useful. Oh shit, I actually jumped the bait. Or Gamma? Oh. Let's exploit this weakness here. We've got a weak Reaper, a Superlifter, and is that a Ranger? I think it's a Ranger. Ranger's kind of a utility slash attack ship. Superlifter is again a full support ship. Reaper is full on attack. But the Reaper is taking significant damage. We just need to finish him off, really. We have an allied Superlifter here. And we're both attacking the enemy Superlifter. Come on. Ghost Driver is off cooldown in 2 seconds. We got this. Come on, charging. Charge it. Yeah. Missed. I missed from that range. I don't understand how though. The gun was aiming directly at him and it kind of went around and in front of him. Needless to say, he's dead anyway. Let's jump back to Gamma. Or no, Gamma? Oh, that's where we are. You see, the UI, it gets a bit jumbled. But we're back to Alpha. Let's repair. And we're already level 9, so there's no more upgrades whatsoever. Okay, let's see. Colossus is in Alpha with us. I think the Superlifter jumped in with us as well. Yep. And the Raven and the Pioneer are both at Beta. Right, so what we need to do here is just go right through and destroy the enemy core at their home base. There's the Reaper. I was trying to target the enemy fighters there. I remember being able to target enemy support ships, or sorry, strike craft, bombers, interceptors, that type of thing. But I wasn't able to. Now usually if the enemy had a squadron of bombers or interceptors or something like that, I'd send mine off to fight theirs. But I wasn't able to target them there. And I'm not going crazy, am I? You were able in the past to target strikecraft, weren't you? But anyway, let's get that enemy displacer taken down, although he might be able to finish us off. We're pretty damn low. We've got about, well, we have a lot less now. But 5%, none. We're down. But let's skip ahead here, because that is a long wait. And the enemy base is actually being destroyed. The core is almost finished. And that's down to our allies. The bots actually came out for once in this match. And that is Fractured Space. I very much enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more of this, guys, I mean, I'm going to be making more regardless, but let me know what you think anyway. So, enjoy whatever it is you're playing. Remember to check out the Patreon below, please. Currently have one patron, but he's been with me from the very beginning. And I'll see you next time.
The discovery of the artifact
Bye-bye.
change everything. It would trigger a series of events that would redefine our place in the universe. And the commander would be there, every step of the way.